Ready, check, go. Ready, ready. Here we go. Ready. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Go. Hut. Set. Ready, go. Let's go. Hut, hut. Ready, get up. Get up. Check, go. Ready, ready. Here we go, shot. Ready. Okay, break. Set up.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Browns and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it will be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
When both teams come in off of wins, great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
It's showtime, baby. Ready?
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. But you look at this defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL at stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to... to the 35. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one caught by Felton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 11. Then he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. You look at this Baltimore defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Escaping the pressure right. Down the right sideline. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run? I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
19, Tiger, 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Open man is Flowers. He's got it. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a road. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have regained the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. David Njoku and the rest of the offense heading back out onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the 1st month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front and they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down, here's Chubb again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Reports had him going to a lot of other teams, but the Ravens swooped in and surprised many by signing Beckham as a free agent. Didn't play last year as he recovered from a knee injury and gives the Ravens a weapon they haven't had at wide receiver in quite some time. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
They will start this drive with 4. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and
looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Moore, the man in motion. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll change things up.
19 seconds.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. One tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown. Mark Andrews from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some space here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
2nd and 9 now. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Right back to Njoku. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20. At the Ravens 37.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
York able to send this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now Jackson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 2nd and 4. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd and 1. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a man scramble to get to it for the first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Open man, that's Tillman. Now, he's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 27-20, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Jackson, they set up the screen for Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the hole, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Down Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. 2nd and 3. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick slant to Chubb. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
York now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for Cleveland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
0 touches for Elijah and for DPJ. That's interesting.
Ready? Hut. Let's go. Go. Set it. Hut, hut. Here we go. Shot. Come on. Set. Set. Set up. Set. Ready. Ready, break. Set, go. Ready. Got it. Ready. Here we go. Let's go now. Down. Ready. Shot. Ready. Let's go. Get it. Let's go. Here we go. Shot. Let's go. Come on. Shot. Huh. Ready. On the ready. Go. Ready, set. Ready. Ready. Hot. Ready. Set up. together. Check go. Here we go. Here we go. Shut up. Let's go now. Shut up. Ready, ready. Ready. On the set. Set go. Go. Set go. Set. Ready. Hot go. Let's go. Ready. Ready up. Hop. Set it. Ready, ready.
Hey, babe. There's a tornado warning going off.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brock Purdy. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Purdy going to the air right away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. There he goes right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to 1st.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be 1st, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully retain.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
and coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. The Browns are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Back to throw here. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Purdy now to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is caught. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Chubb sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even at the halfway point of the season yet.
Probably doesn't speak to how well he works with this offensive line. They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
York on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Felton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetric Felton, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 49 yards there. Good one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass.
Well, we'll
From
move
there,
right
we
through
head
the
over
break
to
then,
the Windy
skipping
City.
halftime
Check
and
on the
back to the
Bears
field
at
for
home,
the start of the
Soldier
second
Field.
half.
And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. Kareem Hunt, a touchdown run in that first half.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this point, this offense feels like they can just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
A nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there. That's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And trouble trying to middle here. They juked him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Elijah Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return is Hines, taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A game there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A give. This is Chubb. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Akins, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll roll him out right. And pass complete to Moore. Now he's free at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, 31 yards. And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty... The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here. But Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 2nd and 1. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he goes out right around the 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's go. Here we go. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll look to throw again. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not...
And they are going to score again. Yet another. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles.